Japan is home to world-renowned foods such as sushi and ramen. They're the masters of complexity and elegance. What if I took this poetic philosophy and turned it into a cocktail? Well, hang out a little bit and let me show you this Japanese-inspired cocktail called the Hanagasumi. Hanagasumi translates to flowers like snow in Japanese, and it's the term for when flowers bloom so much that it almost looks like snow. It's the perfect name and perfect cocktail for this time of the year because it's late April, early March, which is cherry blossom season. And in order to make this drink, we're gonna have to talk a little bit about sake. Sake is an alcoholic beverage that is made from fermenting rice. The rice that is used for brewing sake is called shuzo kotukimai. These grains are typically larger and stronger than the table rice typically eaten. The rice is polished to remove proteins, fats, and other minerals on the outer layer. These compounds can lead to off flavors. First, koji is made by taking the steamed rice and sprinkling it with the active koji mold. This germination process of letting the spores evenly disperse through the rice mixture takes 3 days. Koji also plays a role in fermenting miso as well as soy sauce. Then the sake fermentation occurs over 4 days. A mixture of steamed rice, water, and koji is added in 3 steps. The mixture is then allowed to go through multiple parallel fermentation in which the starch converts into sugar and then the sugar converts into alcohol all in the same vat. This process is unique to sake. The sake is then pressed to remove solids and placed in cold storage to mature. Typically, a more polished rice makes for a more expensive sake. They tend to taste more pure, drier, and lighter in body. Less polished rice tends to make less expensive sake. These types of sake tend to have fuller body, be fruitier, and larger in flavor. There are different ways to handle sake post-fermentation. One that is commonly seen, especially here in the United States, is Nigori Sake. It is where a sake is minimally filtered, leaving rice sediment in the sake. This gives the sake a milky, cloudy look. The art of making sake is very complex and is often overlooked. This is just a small taste of the amazing world of sake. All right, let's make a Hanagasumi. This cocktail's shaken, so grab a shaking tin. And to that, we're gonna add 1.5 ounces of gin. I'm using a Japanese gin called Roku Gin from Suntory Distillery. It's lighter, it's floral. I think it matches the cocktail really nicely. And then we're gonna add a Nigori Sake, which is a type of unfiltered sake. I like to give it a shake to kind of really mix up the rice particles in there. And then I'm gonna add 1/2 ounce of Elderflower liqueur. This is from Germaine, which is probably the most popular Elderflower liqueur. That was 1/2 ounce. And then I'm going to add 1/2 ounce of pineapple juice. A 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 ounce of lime juice. That was a 1/4 ounce. And finally, I'm going to add 5 drops of this bitters from Miss Better Bitters called Mount Fuji. It has a peach flavor. It's pretty strong and it has nice floral flavor. And that's why I'm only adding 5 drops. Now we add ice and shake. I'll grab a highball glass and then strain it into the highball glass. I'm going to fill the rest of the highball glass with ice. And then finally, I'm going to garnish it. First, I'm going to add a couple drops of Peychaud's bitters just for the color to give it a nice little gradient. And then I'm going to garnish it with the flower. And then to drink it, we're going to need a straw. And there you have a Hanagasumi. All right, let's taste it. Yeah, that's good. Japanese gin is perfect for this drink. It's floral, it's light, and it goes well with the elderflower liqueur, which is also floral, but it has this almost lychee-like quality to it. The Nigori Sake, because it's unfiltered and it has that rice particulate, it adds this little bit of milkiness, it adds a subtle rice sweetness to the drink, which kind of adds a little more body. The pineapple juice kind of gives it fruitiness, a little frothiness when it's shaken up. And then the simple syrup and the lime just adds a little bit of refreshingness, just makes the drink well balanced and easy to drink. And then the complexity of the bitters kind of comes through at the end, just really subtle, but gives it something extra. So this drink's really nice, it's really refreshing, and it's easy to drink. So you guys should make this. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Cocktail Notes. Cheers.